I believe Titanfall has a bunch of new DLC. Expedition has finally come out. 3 new maps and some other nonsense.
In the DLC proper is the 3 new maps, but it came along with a patch that has updated a bunch of stuff in certain. There are tweaks with gameplay and also with sort of the menu system and how you get into that stuff, depending on what platform you're on as well, as Benito knows well.
Yes, Benito Gonzalez. You've been playing this on PC, and I believe you're not very happy.
Not happy
with some of the updates that this patch has kicked in.
Not happy at all. Like, okay, so this came out with the 20th, right? Was it the 15th? The 15th.
It came out last Thursday.
And like it came out that day, and they released the patch notes the day before it. And there was stuff first of all in the patch notes that weren't in the patch notes.
Okay.
That were in the game, that weren't in the patch notes.
A major thing, for example, being that in Capture the Flag, you used to be able to like grab the flag, hop in your Titan, dash, boom,
known
you're back.
as Titan capping.
Yeah. You can't bring the flag into your Titan anymore, nor if a flag is on the ground can you walk over it with your Titan to return it. Like Titans and flags are now oil and water.
And this is kind of something that the community wanted. Like everyone thought it was super cheap that you can get in your Titan and just run to the flag.
Like was it like Unreal Tournament or any of those games? Whenever you did CTF, you couldn't go near.
Yeah, well, there weren't any vehicles. Well, like
UT3 there were in the other ones. You could use that weird skateboard they gave you, the hoverboard, but you weren't allowed to go near.
Yeah.
So
like people were happy. We're like everyone was stoked, right? And then the day after that, on PC at least, this isn't true for Xbox One, but on PC, they removed CTF and Pilot Hunter as modes.
They're just gone.
They removed them from the matchmaking
from the matchmaking modes.
So like you can still get at those modes, but you have to play Variety Pack.
Variety Pack or Private Lobby.
You can't choose to go, I want to play a CTF game, I'm going to play a CTF game, matchmaking wise.
And if you look at my overview, like I have like 85% CTF because that's kind of all I played after.
You're a CTF man, yeah.
I'm all CTF. After the first like week, just like leveling up and stuff, I was just playing CTF. And then I was super psyched about the patch, right? About new maps. I was like, fuck yeah, new maps.
Yeah.
But the new maps, have their own lobbies, like, and we're actually getting into a match right now in War Games.
This is a cool map too. This is a cool map.
But the maps are the lobbies are Variety Pack. There's an attrition. There's an attrition. Lobby on Xbox One as well. But yeah, you gotta. That's how you get into it, and so it begs the question: why did they remove it? Yeah. It's got to be a player population.
Well, they said something on their forums, I think last week, and they said it was something about server populations that Pilot Hunter and CTF weren't popular modes. So I guess to take that population out of there and put them into your Variety Pack or attrition or whatever.
It seems like they're like.
But to me, like I stopped playing.
Yeah.
I stopped playing Titanfall because I couldn't.
That sounds like they're ruining some users' experiences to make their matchmaking stuff work better, but I feel like that problem is on them and not on people who bought the game.
Yeah, totally. Like
especially on the PC when you're used to.
There are better ways to fix it.
Yeah, like especially on the PC when you're used to like at least server browsers, or there is like a.
Yeah, there's no server browsers on PC, and I think that was the biggest shock for Benito. He's telling me about this, and I'm like, yeah, man, this is just like that's how it goes on consoles. You don't, you're beholden to what matchmaking playlist you have. But that's not the case on PC.
Not anymore.
Except on Titanfall it is. All right, so this is War Games. This is one of the 3 new maps. Just mopping up some grunts, and as you saw there, they didn't actually die in bloody spatters. They like disappeared.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Like they de-rezzed basically.
Oh, so this is
This is actually not. This is a training grounds type map. Like,
gotcha.
You can see this looks like the tutorial basically.
Did the pilots disappear too?
In between parts. Yeah, the pilots disappear as well. So all this, but it's also sort of blended with this realistic stuff. So it all takes place in your mind.
Mac is saying in my ear that it is a Tron simulator.
It's a Tron simulator. Yeah, there's no light cycles, unfortunately. That there's no other vehicles besides Le Titans.
I'd like for them to lean into this a little bit more.
Parts of this map, like lots of parts of this map are in like other maps, right?
Oh, really?
Like sections of this map are parts of other maps.
Okay.
Yeah, so like this part looks to me like one of the hallways from Rise, for example, but I'm not sure if that's actually true, because a lot of this sort of like industrial, rusty, frontier.
That sign thing's in.
This sign is right in Angel City.
Angel City.
So it's sort of a mishmash, and it allows you to.
Did they use all the stuff they made already and make a map out of all the stuff they?
Well, the story is that this was a dev map.
Okay.
Right? Like, this is the map that they're developing maps on.
Right.
And they didn't put it in the final game. Well, that's the story. You'll see. I don't know if it's true.
Because I'm already thinking. There's only 3 maps in this DLC, and now this one seems to be 50% made up of maps.
This one's like
already played.
This is like a great clip show map. Clip show equivalent of a map.
Can we get Vince back on the show, please? I got some questions to ask him. If you have any questions actually yourself and you're watching the show, by all means, send them in via the usual methods. Send them in the Twitch chat, GameSpot comments, or at GameSpot on the Twitters.
My kick! My leg is not long enough.
Any more
Benito and I were
burn cards?
talking earlier. I feel like you should have a Dalsim burn card that like gives you an extra
Long
foot
leg.
on your leg, on your kick.
That'd be
I
great.
think that would be hilarious. No new burn cards, just new maps. Some other tweaks in the most recent patch, which you get. I mean, you get that for free. That stuff is not behind the $9.99 you got to pay for this map pack.
And season pass is
20.
40?
25.
25. Okay. How many
25? Yes.
DLC packs are going to be?
It's $24.99 for 3 planned DLC packs.
Okay. Have they alluded to having something a bit more substantial, like having Titans or burn cards or anything that isn't just straight up maps?
I haven't heard, but I hope so.
You know what? I'm not really sure if they have.
Probably not more Titans, maybe guns, I'm guessing.
The problem with that is, you know, you're just sort of creating further segmentation in terms of your player population.
that's
like you can't have certain. Oh, I just jumped from.
That's pretty good.
Not them to do. All right. I see you, pilot.
But it might not be, it might just be a patch. Like that
Like
kind
they-
of stuff.
yeah, they
Well,
could.
it should be at least.
Just for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wonder in those situations who's, like we asked Vince on the show if they were beholden to EA to ensure that they had some sort of a DLC pack, and he said that they weren't, that this was something they wanted to do. But
Which, you know, it's a multiplayer shooter. It makes sense to want to, you know,
yeah,
freshen up, give people some.
No, it makes sense to let the community make maps.
that's the thing. And like when this Unreal Tournament news came out
Making
again last
maps.
week, it was like, especially when there's a PC version of a game, it's, you know, it's not hard
Yeah,
to.
all the best maps eventually come from the community.
And like, not to be super reductive about how games are made, but this is using the Source engine, so
Yeah.
like, I'm not saying that.
Move!
Like, I'd like to see Dust in Titanfall.
Yes! Could you imagine? That'd be great. 2 Force. Okay, this actually sounds like a really bad idea.
2-4 would be
Terrible
awful.
map.
It would be so bad.
Can I play Portal 2 as a Titan, please?
I think Aztec might be fun. Aztec would be fun.
Yeah. What's your favorite, in the Twitch chat, what's your favorite Counter-Strike map you want realized in Titanfall? Mine is Compound. Scouts Knives. Oh my. So when was there a delay on this or something? Did it get bumped back a week?
They never announced a week
Okay.
for it to come out, so
It just kind of came out.
It's not out for Xbox 360 yet, right?
Okay. In keeping with, did you just satchel yourself?
I think technically I did not satchel myself. This guy killed me before I could satchel myself, thus saving me that ultimate indignity.
Not that much.
Not that much of a save. That was pretty bad. Oh, damn
Have they said when the next DLC is likely to come out?
No. They didn't announce the date for this one until the week it came out, dude. They're not going to announce
And they
a
didn't
week
even tell us
after.
what was in it.
Yeah. So there's 2 other maps. This match is not going well for my team. I should probably
Return to the
return
battle.
You satcheled yourself.
You got it. Stand by
It's
for
not because of that.
That dude. Please kill that dude.
How much do you think?
Congrats so nicely.
How much legacy do you think Titanfall has in relation to like its core popularity? Because we've got E3 coming up. We're going to hear about the new Call of Duty. There's going to be Watch Dogs coming out. Wolfie Times. Okay, that doesn't have multiplayer, but like we're out of the sort of the Q1 death period. Do you think Titanfall? Have you seen like a drop in the amount of people playing at all?
On PC, I sure have.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
seems like there definitely has been on PC, especially to do, to necessitate the kind of thing that Benito was complaining about, the matchmaking change that's going to just mess you up. I would say that the player population is probably has hopefully seen a resurgence because of this. But it's there's not like a whole lot going on in terms of other modes and stuff to get to.
Yeah.
I personally.
How's your queue time on Xbox One? Is it fine?
It's very good.
I want server population numbers for PC. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see like what are the numbers.
If it booted through Steam, you'd be able to see that probably. Is the other thing as well. Is there a way of picking your map in the matchmaking?
No.
There's not, is there? No.
Only private servers.
lobby.
Actually, the only way to really do that is to play campaign mode.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But no one plays campaign mode anymore.
Do you
like a
think?
fun place
Do you
to
think
play
folks are
that
doing private lobby stuff? Because would it be
I think
interesting if?
they definitely are. Like I'm actually a part of the Reddit community, the Titanfall PC Mashy. Shout out to Mashy. And they do like Friday private lobby games, stuff like that. So it exists, but it's not huge yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, not in PC community at least.
You just wonder, with the more maps they release, then the more picky people are going to come, which might push more people towards private servers and then exacerbate the problem they're having with folks.
But like, there's no way to like browse private servers though. You have to know it from some outside spot, right? You can't. There's no way from within Titanfall to find private games.
Okay. Oh, so are you just jumping into friends' games?
Or like forums or.
You need to know who you're getting into a match with. All right, so this match is concluding. What I think we'll do is try to escape, and then start another match so we can get a glimpse at one of the other maps.
Cool. Yeah. Just it'd be good to have a look at one of them. Are there matchmaking for just the new pack? Is there a DLC only option?
Yes.
Okay.
Do they have that for domination in Xbox One? Or is
oh no! What? I run right into the cluster missile.
Is it just attrition?
There is Expedition Variety Pack and Expedition Attrition on Xbox One matchmaking, in addition to the 5 core modes, or in addition to Attrition Hardpoint, CTF Pilot Hunter Variety Pack, which I don't think they will bring in attrition maps. That's a great strategy. Do the old cluster missile right by the entrance to the dropship. Your bones. Yeah. Yeah, so some of the other tweaks they did with the patch, we talked about this during a live stream last week, but like, stuff like an auto Titan's not going to enter the protective dome of an enemy Titan and kill itself. What else?
There's also like little tweaks.
Nuclear ejection is a little bit more deadly to Titans.
Yeah. The Kraber has I think it's more powerful, and they made it.
How could it be more powerful to kill someone in one hit?
They made the Amp Kraber do more damage to Titans.
Interesting. So you can chip away at Titans a little bit.
The usual sort of post-release tweaks you get when you start getting that data back. Yeah. And what would you like to see in a burn card? Some new burn cards.
Yeah, I think new burn cards would be cool. Dawson legs are.
Well, so what are burn cards? Like you've got the amped weapons, so there's no new one of those without a new burn card. The sort of ones that affect.
All those are tied pretty much to perks, though.
These are tied to your tactical abilities.
I've never gotten that one before.
Adrenaline, so it's permanently stimmed. So it's always stim. There's longer cloak. There's longer active
wasn't
radar.
That called something else before?
Maybe that's why.
I mean, there's smuggled. There's prosthetic legs.
So what's the difference between that and adrenaline?
This replaces your ability with a longer stim. This is always stimmed.
Wait, what's the difference between that one and the faster one? The other one, that one.
This is just you move faster.
So the adrenaline's faster than prosthetic legs?
I don't know, man. I'm not a scientist.
Unclear.
Get on it, reality check.
I would guess that prosthetic legs, faster movement speed is not quite as fast as stim speed. But stim isn't just speed, it's also health regeneration.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And that sound effect when you're running.
I just do that with my
mouth. Isn't that just when you're damaged? Isn't it the? It's like the.
Oh no! Yeah. That's the right sound effect. Sorry.
Quality Titanfall sound effects.
All right, so Swampland. This is the one that I feel like you see the most of.
It's cool.
It looks really cool. It plays well. You can make all sorts of Star Wars references.
Where are the Wookiees?
Exactly. So you go for the Kashyyyk. No, he's going for the Kashyyyk reference, which I respect because it's planet with a lot of tall trees. I don't think he. I don't know if he knowingly did.
I haven't a clue.
I don't think he knowingly did.
Is Darth Maul going to turn up?
Yep.
Use the Force,
sure
Harry.
Is. Yeah, it's Darth Maul burn card.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You can pick it up. Pop culture literate, Danny O'Dwyer. Gotta love him. So this has
engage.
It's got like a sort of a modern industrial facility in one corner, this old temple area in another, which you might recognize from like Lagoon. It's that style.
Nestled in Muir Woods.
Nestled in Muir Woods, which basically, so there are these trees, and you can like zip line up into the canopy, or you can ride on these, or you can run along sort of broke down trees that serve as ramps.
I feel like
it's got these things.
Yeah, so this is one of the. Remember those pictures that leaked before Titanfall came out, where people were talking about the creatures for a while?
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the area that was showing off.
You can like run up a big mossy tree.
You can get really high up into the trees too.
You can get really high up those mushrooms as well. Are you able to effectively run?
I'm gonna hide over here on this tree.
Like wall jump from tree to tree?
It depends on the tree that you're in. Oh, where did that guy go?
Can be done.
I think there's one more over here.
This map's super cool on Last Titan Standing, actually.
It's great in Titans, and I'll show you why when I get a Titan in a little bit. Just because it's the trees are pretty thick at their bases, but they're also
slippery and wet. I like it. Yep.
That's exactly what I was gonna say, Danny.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
All right, we're gonna get a couple more kills here. We're gonna call it a day. I want to see you smoke. Oh, well, that's that. Chris Waters, thank you very much for showing up.
I mean, do a zip line or something.
Y'all want? All right, get to a zip line.
Just kidding. I don't know where the zip line is. Yeah, there's one over there. Here, I'll try to tree run over there to it. Yep, that's
Join
a good
us next
start.
week on the lobby.
Auspicious beginning.
When we play all of
When
your
I'm still
favorite
playing Titanfall.
Counter-Strike hits in Titanfall.
God, go up on a tree for tree's sake.
Office.
Here we go. Here's
Office would be good with Titans.
Like, they have the one spot outside where you can, like, all 12 Titans are going to be right outside the parking lot.
Woohoo!
Great.
Nope. I was not saying no to you. You can toss to whatever you want.
Don't worry about it.
I was yelling at trees.
That is Titanfall from Respawn Entertainment, coming soon to an Xbox One. That's Expedition to DLC.
Your
First
energy
pack,
is incredible,
pack
Danny.
1
You
of
are
3.
really nailing it.
Get that season pass if you want to play 3 new maps, one of which you've already played a bunch of. All right, we're gonna.